many folks don't change. Many folks don't change, even if you sat back, you removed yourself from many different situations. If you remove yourself from toxic situations, if you remove yourself from stagnant situations, when you remove yourself and you really take the time out to heal and seek God, find out who you are as a person, start doing the things that you like doing, learning yourself, learning about your self-worth, there's no need to turn back, y'all. But so many of us are guilty. I know I'm 100% guilty, and I'm not going to hold back speaking on it because this can help someone. And as I'm speaking to y'all, I'm literally speaking to myself because it's an ongoing process. I want to share something with y'all about how I removed myself from people, from social media for 5 whole years. 5 years. And guess what? When I returned, nothing changed. And I was able to see how much I've grown. I reactivated my Facebook page for what? 3 weeks. I made a new page. And many people was adding me. They were adding me. And I didn't post anything as far as on my page, the actual page, but I was posting within a timeline on Facebook. Y'all know about that timeline on Facebook. The not the TL, wait, what is it? So basically the messenger timeline, y'all know what I'm talking about. So basically I was posting on there because back then I used to have a lot of people watching for me to fail. Literally praying on me. I remember when it was heavy on me. I was like, God, it be so many people. I just feel watched. Something not right. And then I remember an ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend. I haven't talked to this dude in 3 years. But back then, me and her was inboxing. We was inboxing a long time ago on the behalf of him. 2 or 3 years later, she made a mistake to call me on Facebook. Then she messaged me talking about that was a mistake. So that right there was a confirmation. Like, people still was watching my page. You never know who watching your page. You never know who click and looking for you all the time, because the reason why she made a mistake to do that is because my page was deactivated, but I still had my messenger. So I guess she was trying to click and get on my profile, but she couldn't get on my profile. Fast forwarded. A lot of people be on there really praying for your downfall, watching you. Y'all, a lot of witchcraft attacks come because folks be posting pictures and posting all of their business. Just posting away. And a lot of witchcraft attacks and stuff be happening on people. Death, literally death. This stuff can happen to people because of just posting everything and returning back to stuff and not understanding self and really taking the time out to spiritually look at why things are the way they are and why things are designed the way they're designed. Fast forward, I reactivated not reactivated, but I made a new page and people were on there, and I seen it was many different people of old, because I used my first name, I used my last name, it was people of old just popping up, and it was the same people. I was like, I haven't been on here in 5 years. How are you just popping up? I understand about mutual friends, but not everybody who I knew. let me tell you how spiritual this is. Not everybody who I knew, we had mutual friends. It's some people who I knew and we didn't know mutual people. And these people added me. That's how spiritual it was. That's how spiritual it was. If you don't have, y'all know, if you don't have mutual friends, absolutely nobody, that means this person searched you up. That means this person searched you. That means it's way deeper. That's why I always say these monitoring spirits, evil is at an all-time high. These are very people who keep eyes and watch and watch and watch. Let me go on with what I was going to say, because many of y'all needed to hear that. Go goes. So I go goes. And I learned so much about myself. I went through so many things. Man, in the wilderness, I went through so many things, but I learned so much about myself, about character, and I made so many mistakes along the way. I even moved out of town and moved back and then moved out of town again and just different things, but I was learning a lot about myself. I started to shed off the old man, and don't get me wrong, it's still things that I have to work on, especially when I doubled back during this wilderness season when you working on yourself and then you double back, even when it's not on you anymore. If you keep trying to act like it's still on you, if you keep trying to do things of old, eventually, and just as it say in that word, in that living word, when the spirit goes out of a man, it goes around and seeks rest, but it can't find none. And it be like, oh, okay, I'm about to go back to the crib. I'm about to go back to the home where I came from. Then it comes back and it finds the home swept and cleaned, but it wasn't filled. It comes back and it brings 7 more wicked spirits, more wicked than itself, and they dwell there. So it's like if we keep playing with it and trying to conjure, we keep trying to get it back, and react in the ways of old, it'll eventually come back. Because it's like you seeking it, and it says you knock on that door, you gonna get what you asking for. So it's like you seeking and you're seeking and you're seeking it, it'll come back. So I come around and I spoke to certain people I had no business speaking to. I go back and rekindled a friendship that God been showed me a long time ago to leave this person alone. Rekindled a friendship, and things really got spiritually awkward. Things really got the spiritual attacks began to increase because I connected myself back to this person. I realized, and it's the thing, when you change and you go back around people and you see how they never change, and a lot of people got worse, y'all. A lot of people got worse because they're not even seeking to better themselves. It's like they're in this world where people dying left to right. They're in this world with so many people doing the same things over and over and over and over. And y'all already know that's called insanity. That's a route for insanity. So they doing the same things over and over and over and over and seeing different people do it. But again, like I said in my other video, they feel like, okay, since other people doing it and these people get a lot of attention, these people get a lot of money from it, these people get this, I'm gonna do it too. And being followers, you have a lot of people who just in this, just doing the same things and wanting to follow and wanting to be cool and just all this other type of stuff. And when you come around and you just really bring yourself in, you don't want to keep nagging nobody about how they should change. You don't want to keep getting upset that these people can't see that it's more to the picture. You don't want to keep doing that. Eventually, you just got to pull back. You don't want to keep exposing yourself, and not exposing yourself in a bad way, but yeah, that too, exposing yourself to that type of stuff and exposing the fact that you have changed, because these people gonna try even harder, because these are spirits working with them people. So when these spirits see, oh, They're gonna be working through that vessel, and that spirit, and the spirit's gonna be like, oh, he changed. He ain't doing the same things. She changed. She ain't doing the same things. These spirits gonna work overtime to pollute you. I went back. Now I set myself back. Now I have to get myself back on course. Once you go back, you have to get yourself back on course. And it's like you go back and you add more stuff onto your plate that you're gonna have to heal from. Because this world, a lot of people are still the same. So you're going to have to, the same people who hurt you, the same people who God revealed to you, not to go back to them. Once you go back to them, now you adding more on your plate. Now it's going to make your deliverance harder. Now you got to fight harder to get yourself out. It's just wasting time. These people didn't change. I'm trying to tell you, it takes a lot for people to really sit back and get on the same journey as you, as far as trying to heal, as far as trying to find themselves in God, as far as trying to really get on the right path. That's a big step, and a lot of people not okay with taking that step. So it's like you come back, and I done heard so many times, oh, you Hollywood, oh, you think you better, this and that. How? I watch people watch me on that Facebook. I was speaking some stuff because I'm called to speak. So I'm talking about the things I've done. I'm talking about the things that we need to change as a people. And people was just watching. They were just watching. I felt all the evil attacking me. And I was like, why did I even come back? I started to regret that I even responded to certain people, just giving them my attention. I was like, you know what, whoever you are, walk away. It ain't about being no Hollywood. It ain't about none of that. Walk away from these people. They say, and they say, oh, you think you better, and you think this and that. Don't even care no more. Go all out. Go all out to protect yourself, because guess what? These people ain't gonna change, and this world is getting worse. They gotta get worse before it get better. Don't return to them people. There's nothing that they can offer you but to bring you backwards. I know backward, we want to go back to what's comfortable, and growing is pretty scary, and the unknown is pretty scary. But you already know what the past looked like. And guess what? It got worse. It didn't get better. And it's not going to get better. I love y'all. Take care.